Welcome to the 6th Gratitude Happens poker vlog, and frankly the first one where we're not a part of the Vloggers in Paradise Challenge. And the first one, it'll be a whole lot more poker because I've split the vlogs into two. And we're just going to jump right into it. So here's my 5-step take on poker. 1. Make observations and assumptions. 2. Make decisions based on the known variables and the assumption you've made about the unknown variables. 3. Know that you have made the best decision that you could have made in that moment. 4, and this is important, be completely unattached to the results. And then 5, possibly the most important that I think most people are missing. Analyze your assumptions to make more optimal decisions in the future. So we're actually going to start every vlog on step 5, the analysis of last week. I have studied poker a lot of different ways. When I thought about doing it to an audience, this was my original thought. Poker vlog. We need at least 1 hour of study per week. I can actually get a lot of study done in 1 hour. There can be so much expanding, so much understanding of ranges. So I'm gonna start right now, get an hour of study in, and we will recap at the end. And that was so wrong. It's gonna take so much longer. Because with my new method of studying, it'll do 2 things. 1, it'll provide footage for me to give to you guys. 2, it'll be much more effective in studying. Here's the method. Welcome to the hand breakdown portion of this video. As you can see, we have our first decision here, under the gun +1 after a straddle with King-Jack suited. There's a lot of literature on under the gun opening ranges. I feel like I have an edge on a lot of this table. That being said, I'm still pretty early position, so this is what my opening range looks like. This is certainly not set in stone, but this is what I've got right now. And very important, as you can tell, I am folding King-Jack offsuit here. That's pretty important for a later street. We get 3 callers and go 4 ways to the flop. We flop top pair on a very, very dry board. It checks to us and we decide to check. In retrospect, this is definitely a bet, looking primarily to get stacks in against people who can have Queen-Jack and 10-Jack, maybe even 9-Jack. I think that's much more effective than checking to allow someone to hit a second pair sometime later in the hand. Then the middle position player bets 50, and I have no reason to do anything but call here. I feel like if I check raise, I'm over-representing my hand, so I might as well just call, let him blast off if he has any really weird bluffs. And there's a pretty good chance, based on how I'm guessing this person plays, that he will triple barrel with top pairs. The turn brings another 2, and we decide to check call after he bets 75. I'm not that worried about a 2. In fact, it's hard for him to have many 4s or 2s. The only things that really make sense are sets, well now boats, quads, and some top pairs if he's going to barrel off with those. And then potentially some random bluffs, because no bluffs make sense other than a couple of gut shots. So hopefully he can bluff around with a couple of overcards. When the river comes of 4, literally the only hands he can rep is quads, top pair, and bluffs. At this point I think he could potentially even fold some bluffs, maybe not top pairs, but I figure there's no reason to do anything but check call here. And if he has played a 2 or a 4 this way, then more power to him. We do make the call, and he shows over his 5 deuce suited, so we changed our range drastically after playing against that guy, knowing that he's calling any suited hand pre-flop. So that's our new study method, breaking down each decision from a hand. It took me about 2 hours to edit that one hand, and I believe it'll take me about 15 to 20 minutes next time around. So I'll be able to get you guys 3, 4, 5 hands per video. There are only 2 types of feedback that really provide any help to anyone. and that's positive feedback and constructive feedback. I know this is YouTube, but I still think that we can make it a civil area where we can actually discuss hands in a constructive way and learn things from each other. So I posted an example of how I'd like you to talk about the decisions I've made throughout this hand, and it's very important that I let you know that I'm not good at this game. If I were, I'd not be playing 2-3, I'd be playing 5-10 or higher, be a professional poker player, not a semi-professional poker player. Because if I was professional, I would be broke very, very quickly. So after the 2 hours of study, we went out and played for about 5 hours on Friday night. Alright, let's go do something kind of plus EV. I'm amazed all the time by the paradise that I live in. So we have to do a little bit of a check-in before we go play poker. And this is every time. Every time we go play, we say how we're feeling internally. That way we can watch out for making bad decisions, for playing some C game and just get out of there as soon as I know I'm not thinking correctly. This week I accomplished a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish, so I feel really good as far as where I'm at professionally and emotionally. I wish I'd meditated a little bit more, and I wish I'd exercised a little bit more. My diet could have been a little bit better, but it certainly wasn't terrible. I also could have had a little bit more leisure time, a little bit more time out in a place like this, just out in nature, getting some fresh air, hearing the sounds of the ocean or the birds. So I guess I'll just spend a little time walking, moving my legs, getting some blood flow, listen to the ocean. As soon as I feel like I can catch my breath, like I'm making conscious breaths, even if I sit down at a poker table, that's when we'll go play. On Sunday, I felt like 5 hours was not quite enough play in 1 week. I wanted to get more in, so I went out and played, and, well, here are my thoughts on the matter. Well, that did not go according to plan. So a couple things to note. First off, I played 8 hands, lost all 8 of them. And I did not feel very professional at the table. I don't want to say I played badly, although I might have. It's less about good or bad, and more about the fact that when I was there, it felt like I was there more for entertainment than for work. And I want to be able to have fun at work, I want to be jovial at work, but when I'm doing something for entertainment, it means I'm not doing it for profit. And if I'm playing poker for entertainment, that means I am probably making decisions that are not optimal. Sometimes gambling. You can win when you're playing poker for entertainment. That's the reason that poker pros exist, because people who play poker for entertainment believe that they are winning, because they do and can win sometimes. And so it's very important for me to note that I was playing poker today and it was for entertainment because I am exhausted, because I'm doing way too many things, and I knew that I wanted to get more hours in because I only had 5 hours of play before today. But that'll just have to come at a later date. For right now, we'll focus a lot more on studying. But I need a day where I just have a complete day off. That's necessary as I make this transition to my new career. So that'll be Sunday. Every Sunday will be my day off. That'll be nice. Every week we'll have a little bit of a recap to check out on our results. Here's what that looks like. So this will be our end of the week check-in. Here's the week. Started on the 1st of October. Here's our bankroll. We had $1,205 in our bankroll.
The amount of hours that we studied was 2 hours, and it was one hand. We want to get better at that next week. We'll still probably only study 2 hours, but we want to get 3 or 4 hands in to study and put out onto the blog for you guys. So this week we played for a total of 6.5 hours. Not a whole lot. And then the quality of play. I think this is really important to discover, like, how I felt. Did I play my A game? Did I play my C game? And I'm going to scale it on from 1 to 10. 1 being I just walked in and played every single hand. Trevor, what are you doing? and 10 will be I just could not make a wrong decision. I knew exactly what everybody's hand was, let alone their range. So this week I'm going to put the quality of play at about a 7. I think I played alright, but there were some issues here and there, especially as you could tell on Sunday when I was there not to play good poker. I was there to have fun, to be entertained, which if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go play some video game or something like that. You know, go out onto the ocean and surf and go be entertained, not work hard at this thing that I'm trying to succeed in. And the results, because it's always fun. We had plus 858 on Friday, minus 600 on Sunday, so we're going to come out at plus 258 for the week. We did withdraw $58 from that in order to go hang out at the Avocado Festival, which just needed some cash. So we got our total bankroll right now, $1,405, so plus $200 for that week. Alright, no real way to end this video, so I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next week.